Hello everyone. This is going to be a demonstration about my full stack application project called Electroverse. This project is single page, scalable and responsive, so it can be used from any device. The tech stacks I used to build this project is JavaScript, React, and the state management library called Redux and the Bootstrap. So let's dive deep inside. So I would like to discuss the high-level design of the project and the purpose of following the single-page application design. So the single-page application design provides high-level performance, almost a desktop-like user experience, and it also supports real-time updates, and it easily handles the complex interaction between the user interfaces. And it's also responsive and the streamlined performance with component-based rendering. And for state management, I have used Redux library. And for the backend API support, I have developed another backend application with Django and Python. So that's a separate project, which is also uploaded the demonstration video on my YouTube channel. So let's discuss the project workflow. So there are two types of project users, mainly divided in two categories. One is customer, and another user role will be admin. So let's discuss the what can a customer type user can do with the project. Customer can browse catalogs and choose the specific product with quantity to add to cart, and after creating the cart items, user is able to proceed to checkout. But when user tries to make a checkout process, the system checks if the user is already logged in or not. And during the time of login, if the system detects that user is not in the database, so the system asks for performing the registration, and from completing the registration, system takes users directly to the checkout process from where the application was resuming. And afterwards, the completing the checkout process, such as inputting the delivery address and choosing payment method, the system takes to the payment page where user can make the payment with uh, PayPal API. And after making a successful payment, user is able to view his own profile, his order status, etc. So, and let's now have an overview of the admin type user. And basically, admin type user is responsible for handling other regular users and also handling the orders, for example, updating order status and mark as delivered. And if needed, the admin type of user will also get the access to the regular user information with email for any kind of making contacts. And the admin type user also able to manage the products, for example, updating the product descriptions, updating product images, and updating the product quantities, etc. So let's dive into detail about the project architecture, which is the component-based architecture. So basically what happens, there are some components which are responsible for delivering the user experience and user interfaces. So each of the components are individual, which is layered on the each other. For example, first, we render a screen and we mount the React components, which is function-based components, onto the screen component. And also the header components and footer components will be there to support the navigation and footer information. So for the state management, for example, managing the application data and state, basically client-side data. I have used a Redux library. So here we see the high-level design and interaction diagram. Basically, it illustrates how the state management is done, and basically how the UI component gets updated with help of dispatching an action when a particular UI component needs to update the Redux store or application state. It dispatches an action using use dispatch hook from React, and the action is responsible to deal with the reducer by calling asynchronous functions, and the reducer on afterwards it creates the new state based on the payload, based on the action type, and it returns a payload, and it ultimately updates the Redux store, and then the UI components is subscribed to receive the update from the Redux store, so it immediately gets the updated data using use state hook. And the actions here are also responsible to communicate with the Electroverse backend API whenever it needs to post a new data, or fetch existing data, or delete or make any modification with the RDS remote database hosted in Amazon Web Services. And it also gets access to the S3 bucket for the media storage, and the whenever it needs, the action is also responsible to deal with the browser storage. So let's see a live demo of the application at this point. So let's start the development server. So start it, npm start. Okay, so the server will be started very soon. Here we see the server is loading, the application is loading for the first time. So the user is able to view the products list without having any kind of login or authorization at the first time. So for example, after choosing a product to order, for example, this user wants to order a camera, for example, quantity as 2, and adding to cart. For example, go to choose another product, which could be this one, add to cart, and for example now the total price is this. And let's go to the checkout process, and here system asks for making a sign in. So if I don't have a user already, first time visitor, in that case the user can go to the registration form and just create a new user, for example demo user. So Mr. Dummy. Okay, so dummy at gmail.com. Password. Okay, so we make the registration, and upon successful registration the system performs the login on behalf of the user. And here we see the username is already updated with additional menu items for users, and also we see a logout item is here. So in this step, since user is already performed the login process, so the user is now able to input the shipping address, for example 1234 Demo Street, Canada, and the city should be Montreal, postal code 1001, anything you can put, country Canada. So let's go to the next step, and here we see the payment step, and for now we can only select this only option, and after this screen the user is able to see a summary. There is the tax amount, and there is no shipping cost. I have dynamically programmed the shipping cost, so if some user has the total price above $100, which will be uh, later versions which will be configurable through application settings. For now it has been configured to charge the user no shipping cost if the order amount is more than $100. So here we can see a brief summary of the shipping, payment method, and order items, and next we can go to place order screen. So here the order is already created, and with the status, delivery status in progress, and the payment status as pending. And here we see the payment API from PayPal. So at this point user is able to see his newly created order, although it is not been processed and the payment is pending. So let's go to the page again and try to perform the payment using PayPal. So here system is asking to log in the PayPal user interface. Here I have used the PayPal sandbox account for testing purpose, and it's asking for login again. Okay, so after performing the login I will choose the account which is a PayPal account for making dummy transactions. So here this is the email I have to use, and the password I just copy. Next, put the password. Okay, so here we see the amount in USD, $2196 USD, which is actually Canadian dollar. So PayPal is not going to charge me an actual amount. Rather, it will deduct the amount from the sandbox account, so which will not actually cost real money for now, but for the when the project will be publicly available, it will be possible to deal with the real transaction. So now complete purchase, and here we see the payment section has been updated, and this is the order details page with the specific order ID. So this is our order ID right now. So we can go to the profile page of the dummy user and see this is the updated, and through the entire process there is no full page reload, and everything is updating based on the component based rendering methodology. So here the system will the system workflow will go to the admin user, because after the order has been placed and payment has been done, so the admin user should be responsible for updating the order status, provided that the shipping has been done. So let's log in with the admin user. Okay, so system should be, so here we can clearly see a difference between the regular user menu and the admin user menu. So this is the regular user part, and admin user gets an extra layer of menu items. So from manage menu items, the admin users is able to see all the orders here through the order list screen. So right now this screen has not been implemented fully, so that's why I have hidden this one. So user is able to update the other user information. So for example, since this is the admin kind of user, and he is able to update and perform the promotion or demotion to admin account or regular account from this, or admin is also able to delete an user. So for this moment admin has to log in to the backend admin portal of the Django API. So from I have already done a login from the same user. Welcome, Shah. We can see the admin user name here, and our last order is order ID. So you can see the user name here, dummy user from PayPal, and the total price was this. So we will mark this as delivered from here, mentioning the date and time. So we will save it, and after saving this, so we will go to our regular user, log out, and we will log in with our regular user. So dummy user, password. Okay, so here dummy user will see the order has been delivered, and by clicking here he will see that the order has been delivered to his address, and this is the complete application workflow. So let's go to our presentation slide again at this point. So let's discuss the future features I am planning to implement. That is, currently there is no forgot password and password reset feature, which is I am working on right now. And for the future plan, I have plan to implement the order receipt generation in PDF format. And I have also plans to handle order cancellation and returns, and as well as the implementation of product reviews and product search and indexing will be also done in the future versions. So, and for the data driven features, I have also some planning already. So for example, the sentiment analysis feature will be implemented upon the implementation of the product reviews, which will help the admin users to identify the areas of improvement throughout the process. And I will use the demand forecasting models to predict the future product demand. This will help admin users to help understand the product demands, and to it will help to also to restocking the products periodically, and the inventory levels could be optimized by automating restocking suggestions based on the machine learning techniques. And also the application has a potential to implement the dynamic product pricing based on personalized discount offers, which will be heavily dependent on the data driven features in implementing the machine learning models. So this is the end of the demonstration, and for my personal LinkedIn profile, I am included this link here. And for if you are interested more to know more about me, you can directly hit to this link bottom section here and see my resume. So I always update my resume through my personal portfolio website. So thank you everyone. Bye bye.